See, that's why I hate grown-ups. Oh, sorry, the introduction. Hello, welcome again to the investigation. We just went to a pawnbroker and Gina got fudged badly by a grown-up. What they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you. Oh really, Mr. Strada? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What? Oh my, surely you were given that. Yeah, the D let me keep it after I looked dark as I in for looking up. Went through the pockets and then say gone, then leave it. You're telling me to scrap it? All up is off giving people a look like you ate them. Can't help feeling that it's going to get you into serious trouble one day. What I really wanted was a nice shiny disc, mind? Shiny disc. The music box disc. But Mr. Windybag said it was practically worthless. I think I'm gonna go and have another bash. Give me a long ass there. I think not, Miss Lestrada. We shan't enter Windybags again today. Why not? That's not fair. Can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Windybag. But that is mine! It had a ticket for his coat and it was his coat's pockets. There should be something else here. There's no other rotten garbage either in it. Why give us such a weird voice? Yes, he didn't mention something about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's mine too. Whatever it says. She's really been pushing her luck. Mr. Estrada, I think it's time to admit defeat. You had your haul for today. Yeah, it's all your fortunes. So what's your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Iris will be delighted to cook, I'm sure, and I might entertain you with a modest violin recital. Nota? Oh. Why would I come around your place, huh? Have you lost your head in or something? Oh dear, she's gone. Maybe revealed oh me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I can't help wondering. If you're out, she might turn up anyway. Interesting. Once she had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she will decide to come. Very well then. I inform Iris to set a place for our potential guests at the dinner table this evening. And one more thing. Yes? You should be glad that at your company later too. Sorry? Believe we have a rather splendid surprise to show you. You got me, I don't know. How exciting, what is it? She'll have a wait and see, Mr. Sutter. Until later then. That's it? Can I just move along? Hey, Susie and Runo! Come on in. Good afternoon, Iris. Thank you so much for breakfast this morning. Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already. Busy as always. I am preparing everything for dinner this evening. Okay. Already. You are absolutely cooking something special, are you? 3. Wow, just like 5 hours. But yes, after all, we have a special guest joining us. Guess witty is gone. You don't have a gas. Why you have a gun? Gina? Look at those little eyes of hers shining. Oh dear, it's awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it? It's Genie, isn't that exciting? Oh yeah, what a surprise! Yes, that's wonderful news. Oh, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea. Can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional. Oh yes, that does sound like fun. I'm not sure that entirely appropriate, are you, Mr. Naruhodo? By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sherm up to? Early, it's been like this, haven't seen her back. Contemplating the void? Hello, Mr. Sherm! I bet you won't speak to me. Sorry? I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here. I don't know how to respond to that. Well, leave it alone. I do apologize, when he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything. Yes, I see. Really, he behaves like this like a child sometimes, Hurley does. So Sherm's eyes have something on of a parent and children relationship, don't they? Yes, except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Come to think of. I wonder where her real parents are. I smell orphan. Oh, sorry. I smell orphan backstory. I smell orphans. Sorry. What's the matter, Bruno? You have ever such a funny look on your face. I guess I have a funny looking face. It's nothing. I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sherms? You're wondering, am I right? Well, yes, I guess. How did you know? Runa, I can read you like a book. This girl is dangerous. Don't worry, you can ask me at you, I don't mind. Really? I'm gonna ask about Jeannie, I guess. So by Jeannie you mean Miss Lestrade, the young woman from the McGill case 2 months ago, right? Guess who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher? Although after the trial I invited her back here, and we had dinner together. Now we're the best friends! Oh hee, what a lovely day. Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can. Oh. And I chase them after that, later back buddies with a gun! Interesting idea, friendship! Chase her. And then let her have the latest colored smoke grenade I've developed. Why you give her ammunition? Oh, like a public danger, Iris. There's so many beautiful colors in the world. Jeannie wants to make a whole rainbow. A smoke grenade? Sure, why not? I suppose this means you'll let Miss Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you? Yes, that's right. I got bored with it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shot him. When I shoot him with enough. Poor Hurley. Oh, I can't wait for Jeannie to arrive. It's been so long. Since the last she came here. I'm so excited. I just hope she does actually come. I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling. I'm sure you've been. She's gonna get kidnapped somehow. I'm sure you've been wondering why is that I live with Hurley, haven't you? Yeah, I guess. Well, it has crossed my mind. And where are your real pirates, if you have any? Yeah, that's the face. Yep. The smell of. The smell of ovens. Oh, lovely. My mom and daddy aren't here with me anymore. Ah, touché. Touché, Naruhodo, touché! Mommy passed away when I was born. A classic? And at around the same time, my father. Well, he had to go to faraway land because of one of the cases he and Hurley were working on. Wait a minute. You say he and Hurley? Yes, Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together. She didn't mention that before. She wrote them all up in these diaries. That's what is meant of chest over there. Really? He recorded them all. So, you mean it's true, Mr. Sholmes? Really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases. Oh yes, I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it? So Mr. Shone's partner was your father? Exactly. Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest, but that only made me want to look even more. So I opened it. Okay, have all your father memoirs? Yes, so I asked Hurley. Who wrote this? He nearly fell off his chairs. But then he told me. That's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father. So Harry's father was Mr. Shone's partner. I practically lived with Hurley all myself. All my life. I was tiny when he took me. So, it came quite a shock when Hurley told me that he wasn't really my dad. I mean, it must have done. What? He had to say it? I wonder, I thought she already knew, but I guess she was too young for it, I guess. I wonder why Mr. Shone chose to tell you at such a young age. Hurley says it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me. Oh? Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed me off on me. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes. Right. Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventure of Hurley Sholmes, actually. I always assumed Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories. Oh no, Hurley hopeless like that. He forgets everything. As soon as he solved a case, it all but vanished from his mind. Sounds like him. Oh, I see. The other day it was so embarrassing as usual. He totally forgot about the case he just solved. Which one? So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again. It was quite a shock for everyone. Because you can say that again. You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Dr. H. Wilson. I learned from his diary that he's a doctor of medicine, you see. That's what prompted me to study so that I could earn a doctorate as well. Harry's father, who went to some distant land, and he's a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. Watson. The goal now here, yeah, it's the first trial. I'm sorry, I'm just remanaging. Candidly stay before the court the name of the victim in the case. Victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. That's right. He's a professor of medicine in Imperial Yumei University. The man who is the most bizarre circumstance and lost his life just before we left Japan. Wait. Wasn't a month ago? She said that he died a few days ago. What? Mr. Sato. Yes. Perhaps you shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time. I'm so confused. I think that will be for the best. I'm so confused. I thought it was like years ago. Felt like it was years ago. Ah, my dear fellows, how good to see you. Hey, Mr. Sholmes. Whatever did you make your presence known to me before? Well, no matter now. So how the devil are you? I've been with you most of the day. Goodness, really? Do tell Mr. Sholmes is your violin unscattered. Oh, my violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam? Oh, never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Go, my dear fellows! Oh, another music box disc. No, not another disc, Mr. Sato. This one the Grexer demanded we hand over as evidence. Mr. McGilded disc. Oh my. Then what is doing here? You stole it? You know our times, Mr. Naruhodo. I think that thought I have an undeniable turn for deduction. May well even more adept at larceny. Oh, what a wonderful, exciting, maybe your pickpocketing assistant. Everyone could be our go-to lawyer where we got caught. Right. Plus, Susie has such a beautiful handwriting, she could write all our menacing crime notification. Yes, I'd be delighted. I'm just going to pretend this conversation never happened, I think. How? Wait, it's different color. Why is color? So it's the second disc? Must be. How did that disc come to your possession? So I expected to get back to Scotland Yard. Even the blood is missing. Quite correct. That sort of uncompromised attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this. What? That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Holmes. The one only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. You will humor me, my dear fellows. Cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc. You imprinted it? I'll be taking whatever it is Mr. Count at the yard, thank you very much. So end it over. Ah, yes, of course. If the police demands evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. Here's all yours, Inspector. Do you give me the wrong one? For the briefest moment, I had this disc in my hand, did I not? Yes, you did, but I still don't understand. It was precisely that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. Press the disc into a pair of bars. Like this. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Yeah. These scaled and minuscule photographers have made an image in the camera. Indeed, this camera is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. Zero solve for making impression, but resistant to the melting. The result is precisely controlled solutions. How extraordinary! Carrying a pair of these on one person frequently proved very useful indeed. Take a house key, for example, a simple press and its unique form is duplicated. I can't enter anyone properly at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment. Yes, it sounds illegal. Yeah. With the major image, it was able to create this. My confessor was most curious to know what matter of music would issue from the disc when played. Maybe what is could be. Do tell us that, Mr. Holmes. What music does this disc play? I think it's a recording. Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. No idea? None whatsoever. Are you familiar with the working of a music box, my dear fellows? No, I'm afraid not. Goodness, you don't know, Runo? No, I don't. Oh, you mean, we call it chariot? Whatever. Is that a music box? There's a special metal piece called a com. That's what produces the sound. Small protuberance plug the different teeth of the com as they rotate past it, making the different notes. The first music boxes to be invented use a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it. Over time, a new type of player was produced, which uses discs such as this. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide all around the globe. Why exactly? Because the discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result. It's wonderful to be able to enjoy music even when no performance is present. But this very success of the invention that means we are now present with an insurmountable problem. What do you mean? As you may imagine, the construction of one firm music box does not match that of another, and we have no way of knowing in which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. There is no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid it's quite intractable. Oh, I see, so that's why. Naturally, I tested the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. As you can hear, to no avail. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one. So, I am presently engaged in acquiring a sample of all music boxes ever made in Europe. Every single one? That's early for you, always taking these too far. But my dear girl, a soul riddle is quite repugnant to my consideration. But surely all different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? 200? 200? That's very true in the worst case. I shall just have to ask you to vacate the Arctic room. Nani? Unspeakable, not a name I expect to hear again so soon. Yes, it'll only be 2 months since the grisly case. Mr. Miguel perished within hours of the trial's conclusion. Was it a curse of the Reaper? No one knows still now. The omnibus were reduced to a pile of ash, not a shred of evidence remained. And with the man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. Even though we successfully established Mr. McGilded's innocence in the trial, the newspaper are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case. The murder of the brickmaker, Dr. Trees Fire Manson. Thrice. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. And although Mr. McGilded was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if it was the right judgment or not. I still believe he's innocent. Why? As I told you, there's no reason why he had to dirty his own hand to kill that bricklayer. It will appear the case is not yet closed. Even if he owes him money. Like, what the hell is 20 guineas or 10 guineas not worth the trouble? He probably has like 1,000. He was willing to give it 1,000 to Naruhodo. Well, it's time to start getting things ready for dinner, I think. Ginny will be here before long. Thank you, Iris. Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, you see, there's plenty to do. I should investigate the condition of my fatal performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it? Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with a pawnbroker. Yes, you may be right. Oh, that reminds me. Was something Mr. Windybag said before? He said that he had a manuscript of Iris in pawn, didn't he? Did he? Yes, he definitely mentioned it. In the show's latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant to my storeroom, where he is weird, I believe. So you heard about it, did you? I expect you were incensed as I was. Oh yes, the idea of such wonderful story languishing to Mr. Windybag's storeroom, gathering dust. My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroken storeroom is the safest place for it, more secure than a bank's vault. And what about your Stradivarius, Hurley? Was that safe and secure? Well, there may be the occasional mix-up. Caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now. You have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? I don't know why. Oh, it sounded so exciting. The Hound of Baskerville. You'll love to read it. What's that? Ah! What's going on here? Does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room? Susie, what did you just say? Did she actually read the title? You said The Hound of the Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title? Well, that's... That because Miss Usada is such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course. But Runo, the Hound of the Baskervilles, has never been published. What? When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet. I don't understand. That's why he said he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see. So that's why the manuscript it is at Windybanks. And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on? Ah! What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It will appear our guest has arrived. Miss Lestrade. It was a bad idea. I knew I weren't welcomed. I'm going. No, wait! Miss Lestrade! We'll be eagerly awaiting for your arrival. Haven't we, Iris? Oh yes, just waited there, Ginny. We'll have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along, Susie. Right, of course. It's a pleasure to see you here, Miss Lestrade. Please, make yourself at home. Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. I'll say you can't, I'll say you to some meddlesome. Won't take no for an answer. Meddlesome? It is, then. So, I think they were really annoyed by that, but I guess that... I hope she didn't read it. I don't know if she read it or not. Oh. Wagahi? Wagai, hi. That evening, Iris prepared us a whole meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Sholmes' violin performance was in no way meddlesome. And Gina, as we came to call her, taught us all how to steal things from another without being noticed. That's a skill I would like to have. Not for illegal reason. Everyone truly enjoyed themselves well into the fight. Into the fight. It was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it? Oh yes, Iris. Iris' coming was truly divine. I feel that I can still hear the enchanting strain of Mr. Sholmes' violin, even now. Best of all, I bet I could steal the glasses from his lordship's face next time we're in court. Yes, too many to throw away. Naruhodo-san, could I consult you with about something I wonder? What's the matter, Susato-san? It's about the telegram I received. Well, they arrived first thing this morning, I suppose. I've been summoned, so I have to go back, I guess. What do you mean? The telegram was from the Lord Chief Justice of Office. Lord Strongheart asked me to see you. The Lord Chief Justice? When? Tomorrow morning. What? Then we have to start preparing at once. Oh no, that won't be necessary now. Having someone alone. Oh no, really? Alone? What on earth for? I have a strong feeling she's gonna be accused of the murder of Strongheart. I have no idea, I suppose I shall find out tomorrow. Someone's gonna die. This is my opinion. Of course, I hope it's wrong. Or something happens, something weird is gonna happen. That's all it is about. Whatever it is making me feel very uneasy. What could it be, I wonder? Iris, good evening, friends. Hi, Iris. Hello again. And Gina? Oh, Gina too. Yes, Ginny is going to stay with us tonight. She's going to sleep in with me. Is that right, Ginny? Well, yeah. Oh, lovely. Let me make a pot of tea. You know, I've learned so much today. Do you? On what in particular? All those things Ginny showed us. Wasn't it wonderful? Oh, you mean all those pickpocketing techniques? Had fun trying them out each other, didn't you? I think if I work on natural talent, I could learn a living. I could earn a living from it. You might be getting ahead of yourself, little. A little there. So what brings you up to our humble quarter at this late hour? Well, you see, I came to return this. Oh, wait, what? That's mine! Oh my, however did you? I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it. Oh yes, I've forgotten. Alice literally is a child genius. So anyway, here, you can have it back. Not I really understand why you wear it though. Oh, thank you. Alright then, good night. Yes, good night. I'm a lawyer. Safe key, I guess. I don't know. So this is your office, is it? What do you think, Ginny? I think I wouldn't fancy any chance to weave a lawyer what lives in a place like this. Yes, me too. Ha Seems as though Iris here still has something she'd like to talk about. I suppose. She'd probably want to talk about the manuscript. Yes, I suppose she probably does. Iris, I suppose you are hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? Aren't you going to tell me? Aren't you going to tell me? I'm so sorry. I need a little more time, please. Alright, I understand. Hope I haven't made you feel awkward. Oh no, not at all, Iris. Not at all. I don't know what all this is about really, but the story you made up, isn't it, Iris? It's a mantlescape or whatever you call it. It's not exactly a story that I made up. It's something I read in the Daddy's diaries. Daddy's? That's right. I don't suppose I mentioned it to you before, Ginny, but Daddy was Hurley's assistant once. His partner. E? They solve all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together. Is it alright, mister? Why are you surprised? Apparently so. Was as surprised as you are, though. And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see. His diaries. So I study them and write my stories based on what actually happened. So, where your old man now, then? He had to go away on urgent business. For far away land, he will be gone very long time. So I never really met him. Oh, right. Come to think of it, I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Probably should ask her. Why is Mel orphans too? I don't know why. Like I was like, oh my god, it all smells orphans. Orphans everywhere. Jesus Christ. Iris, this hound of the Baskerville's story. I take it another tale inspired by your father's accounts. That's right. I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow. From the other cases, I mean. Oh? How? I don't really know. It must be special in some way. Because after I've written it, I showed the manuscript to Hurley. He turned out white as a sheet, and it was the first time I ever seen him like that. It pains me to have to say this after you told over it for so long, Iris. But this story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances. But why not? It's one of my best works. I'm not at liberty to say. Not now. So please, do not ask me. Alright then, I won't. I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Cyrus. When the time is right. When the time is right. And that's how the masquerade came to begin with Mr. Windybank, isn't it? Yes, Hurley said he had to be somewhere very safe. That really gets my goat, Dad. He's treating you like a child. She's a child. It's mean that's what is keeping me secret like this? Show me says show me isn't trying to be mean. Eh? He said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it. I'm sure there has been a very good reason. I think so too. You lot are too trusting to your own good, but I can't put a wall over my eyes. Someone's lying to Iris about my life in it. What? Hurley's lying to me? Well, you're really good at detecting lies first thing first. You will spot it, I'm quite confident about it. I'm quite confident. Oh, we have to do it around here. Oh, we can analyze it? Oh, cool. Examine it, sorry. Bruno, what are you doing? Look, I'm not gonna steal nothing, alright? It's all junk now, eh? Anyway, charm, I suppose, should engage our guest conversation, really. Oh, so I was like, oh, I can have to have 2 IPS. Well, parents. Realize that I don't know anything about your parents, Gina. Ain't got any, have I? Never did I've. Oh. Ew. Look, he sounds full of orphans like me. Orphans? Orphans everywhere. No one wants nothing to eat halves. From the minute we're bored, maybe our mums. But we'll stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. That's why you're a big pocket. Nah, living my life, I love it. Get a kick out of here every time I lift someone pompous idiot's purse. And that's how we all afford to eat. Unlike Robin Hood, ain't it? Ain't it? How do you always see it? Oh, Gina. I don't think about this in times. Would it be like their parents? I mean, I always try to make everything fine. My ever listening to good or artists just said. It's not like even parents ain't always easy either. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. I mean, if you know you never had them. You don't feel like you're always waiting to meet them. It's true. I don't want to see Daddy so much. Oh, Iris. Gina, what do you mean when you say that you know Mr. Shomi's lying to Iris? Well, I reckons popular mental script or whatever, right? Oh, come on! There's obviously a load of rubbish. Oh my, why would you think that, Gina? It's simple, if that story was really in old Winding Bank's storeroom. There's no way someone from all the way around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Oh. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he has sold it. Not even telling you. But Harley will never do something like that. I'm sure of it. Ha! Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believes me. Better-faced liar than all of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling you that a mental script ain't the Winnie Banks you soon see if you look at it. I mean, if you think you can trust him, then don't. That Shum is a liar like the rest of them. If I'm honest, I wonder if Early's telling me the truth sometimes. See? I don't mean that I think he sold it. I mean, that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere else. Somewhere I don't know. Even though if it's wrong of me to doubt him. Don't be so hard on yourself. Sorry. Don't be so hard on yourself, Iris. So the point that Gina is making is actually interesting. She say, how the hell she knew about the title of the book? So the question is like, did Susato actually went to the storeroom and, you know, sneak peek in it, you know? But it appears she actually read the whole thing. So the question is like, how the fuck do you read it? Oh my goodness, look at the time. She had the time for it? Come along, Jeannie, we should go back downstairs. Yeah, alright. It takes hours to read. And please don't mention any of this earlier, will you? No, of course not. Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina. You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning as insist. She's stoked. Oh yes, please. Can't wait. Good night then. Yeah, it's weird. Iris, I'm sure it is easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child. Well, I think it's time to return in for the night to Naruhodo-san. I think our character basically don't care as much about the manuscript. Dr. John H. Wilson, Iris' father, but also the name of the murdered visiting professor at Yuma University. Can be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on. Coincidence. Nice. Too many dots. Mr. Naruhodo. Mr. Naruhodo? That voice. That's Mr. Sholmes. What's going on? It's the middle of the night. It's Miss Lestrada. She's gone. Gina? She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris' room, but her bed is empty. Well, she independent young man, she'd probably decide to go home, no? I think not. From speaking to her before she retired. I received a distinct impression that she was just looking forward to breakfasting with Mrs. Hunter. No, I don't believe the girl has gone, but I've been waiting for over an hour now. For an hour? Oh. If you indulge me. Look out the window, my dear fellow. What is this about? Oh. Wait a minute. Why is there a light on this time of the night? That's Mr. Windyback broker. Mr. Windyback? Oh no. Gonna scav someone. It's simple. If that story was really in old Windybank's storeroom, there's no way someone's thrown all alpha around the world. In other words, you would know about it. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Not even telling you. Would Gina have gone? Seem you have some knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? Oh, no, not really. Is Miss Susato here? Anyway, we must investigate. At once! Oh, she's here too. Miss Susato! Oh, she's with us. Okay. Oh, windy bags. It's open. The lamp is burning. It must be Gina, mustn't it? Let us hope it's nothing more sinister. What? Come on, there's now a moment to lose. Clearly something's afoot inside. There's no one here. Oh yes, there is. Oh no, what the hell? Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes! What the? Has Sholmes been shot? Leave me, Mr. Naruhodo! But after them, go! Right? Lost him. Hello, whatever, yeah. The alarm was just raised from this pawnbroker, sir. Would you know something about it? Officer, come with me. It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot. Shot? With the police close behind it, I ran back to Windyback's.
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Naruhodo!
How bad is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door. In the storeroom. Hurry! It's Gina!
Ladies and gentlemen, left without cliffhanger made by our fellow Capcom producer, developers. We're gonna end the episode right now, right here. What's gonna be? What's gonna happen? Who will know? Nobody will know. Wow, we know. Goodbye and have a lovely day.
deduction.